Hey guys, it's Simmery and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to make The Sims 3 look better. So if you're interested in that, you should totally stick around because I have a lot of tips and tricks on what I do and what I have in my game to make it look better. If you're wondering where this beautiful sim is from, this is actually one of my sims that I am using for my Zodiac Legacy. So if you're interested in watching that, totally hit the Twitch link in my bio, and also my Instagram. I post pictures of her. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into the guide. So first things first I want to talk about is a lighting mod. I feel like everyone should have a lighting mod in their game. So I am using the Burnt Waffles one that is for I think it's called like the Sunlit Tides lighting mod. Well, it has the Sunlit Tides water, and then it's the Burnt Waffles one. But I will go on the Tumblr page that I found it on, and I will show you guys that. But I do want to show you guys what it looks like in game. It is super bright, super pretty. It makes the water like really light blue, and look at this. It's so freaking beautiful. Without a lighting mod, the game looks a lot darker and the water looks darker and pretty dull, and I just like my game being brighter, so I will go ahead and switch over to show you guys where to download this. So if you click the link in my bio, you will come across this Tumblr page, and it has the pictures of different lighting mods that are super pretty. So you come down, and if you click on download with Sunlight Tides water, this is the one that I'm using, but you can totally try out any of them. They all look beautiful, but it's really important that you only have one installed in your game at a time. If you have multiple, it's not going to all work, so only have one at a time. But all you have to do is click on that, and it automatically downloaded for me. Drag it from your downloads folder into your mods folder, and voila, your game will be brighter. Okay, so the next thing that I use to make my game look better is reshade. Now, I will say that reshade might make your game a little slower if you don't have the best PC or laptop. I have a gaming laptop that is pretty high-end, so it runs really well, but I definitely recommend testing it out yourself and trying that to see if your game runs smoothly. But I think most people should be able to run it pretty good, but I just wanted to give you guys that disclaimer. But yes, this is also my own pre-shade, or not pre-shade, my own preset that I created. So I definitely will have this linked in the description below. But this is what it looks like. As you guys can see, it looks really freaking pretty and bright, which is how I like my game to look. Okay, so I actually am going to show you guys how to install reshade. So I actually use a modded version of reshade, but you don't have to use this version. I use it because I like to use the DOF filter, which is basically the blur filter that allows the background of your pictures to be blurred, and it looks really pretty. And with the regular reshade version, it doesn't work for me. I know for a lot of people DOF doesn't work for the regular reshade, so I would definitely recommend trying out this modded version because I like to stream and stuff and take pictures while I'm streaming, and I need that. So I use this modded version, which I will have linked in the description below. I'll also have the regular version of reshade as well. Now it will have a pop-up that you need to like make sure you run the program anyways, and that you download the program anyways. It will say that they can't detect if it's dangerous or whatever, but I promise you this works fine. I've installed it, uninstalled it multiple times. Nothing has ever been wrong with my computer because of this, so your computer will be fine. But you want to go ahead and come down to this down here and click the modded executable reshade setup, and it will install. Then you want to go into your downloads right here. So once you're in your downloads folder, you want to go ahead and click on that to open up, and it will give this warning just telling you that it's for single player games only, and you can click OK. Then you want to go ahead and go down and click browse. So I already have it open because like I said, I've uninstalled and reinstalled Reshade so many times, but you want to make sure you're on your C drive or wherever you have Sims 3 installed, which I think most people have it on your C drive. You can check where you installed it by clicking on the desktop icon and opening the file location. But since we know we installed it in our C drive, you want to go to Program Files x86, and then it will have Electronic Arts. Then you want to go ahead and go to The Sims 3, Game, and then Bin. And then you want to scroll down to TS3. This is where you will be installing it. Now, you might have ts3.exe, which is the same exact thing. It's just the executable where you will be installing it. So you want to make sure you click on this one, not any of these other ones, because it's not going to work. So you want to do that. And then you want to go ahead and click open. Then you want to do next. You want to make sure you click on the first option, which is DirectX 9. And also, if you're following along with the regular Reshade, it works the exact same way as the modded one in terms of the installation. So you can totally follow along. And you want to click next. You can install presets or you can put presets to install, but I like to do it a different way, which is a lot easier. I mean, this isn't hard, but I'll show you guys how I do it. So I just click next, and then you want to make sure you uncheck all first and then check all, so that all of these effects will be in your Reshade, because you know, a lot of different creators use different effects. So you want to make sure you do that. Then go ahead and click next, and it's installing it. It's really quick. And then you go ahead and click finish, and it's installed. So next thing you can do is go ahead and click the icon for The Sims 3, or you can go back through your C drive. We're just going to be opening the file location. So I'm already in it. So Reshade is installed in here. So if you look at the bottom, it will say Reshade and then Reshade shaders and all that jazz. So I just go ahead. I have my presets in a folder, which I'll show you guys. I keep them in this little preset folder, and I just drag them in, and this is where I put all my presets, just so that I know where they all are. These are all the ones I made, which I will be showing you guys those as well, that you guys can download, and these work with the Reshade version that I'm using. I haven't tried it on the other Reshade, that, you know, the regular Reshade. I haven't tried that, but the modded one that I use, these all work and they all look really good. So yeah, I just keep all my presets in there, and whenever I get new presets or want to try out someone else's, all I do is drag and drop them in here. So since we got that in there, let's go ahead and open up the game. Okay, so once you open up your game, you will know that Reshade installed properly, because you'll get this little menu thing up here. So it says Reshade is now installed successfully. Press home to start the tutorial. So just go ahead and press the home button on your computer. And I skipped the tutorial because I don't care. And then you want to click on this thing up here, this little blue thing, and you want to make sure you're in the folder that you installed Reshade in, which is this bin file. And then you want to go ahead and find the presets folder that we made earlier. And this is where you'll find all the reshades that you installed. So this is the main one that I use, which is Simmery Realistic, and voila, there you go, there you have it. And I will go in depth in a second about these blur effects, because you want to make sure you don't have these on while you're playing the DOF, the blur effect filters. And there are hotkeys right here, as you guys can see. But yeah, so you don't have to actually like manually open up anytime you want to do the blur effect. But let's go back into the game and I can show you guys how that works. So also another thing I wanted to show you guys, which is super important, if you go into the Reshade settings, you will see the what is it, the DOF, which is the blur effect, which I know it looks really good for taking pictures. So you want to make sure this is turned off while you're playing your game, but you also want to make sure you turn it on when you're taking pictures. It's this one, I think, yeah. And it just looks really freaking professional when you take pictures. It's kind of hard to tell that it's blurred in the back because she's standing behind a brick wall, but look at that. It's super, super pretty and I love it. Also, you want to make sure you're clicking on the hotkeys. I made a hotkey for the blur effect, which is F8, and then I have another one that is for F7. You want to make sure your mouse is on top of the sim as well so that, you know, she's not blurred out. You see the difference? But yeah, this really can enhance the way your game looks a lot. This is what my game looks like with reshade, and this is what my game looks like without. Look at how much darker my game looks like. It actually looks so crazy to me because I'm just so used to using reshade, but it looks so much darker and dull without reshade, and yeah, it's not as fun. Like, I totally recommend getting reshade. I also have a couple of presets that I can share with you. This is the realistic preset that I use the most. I love this one the most. It's definitely my favorite. Super bright. And then I have another one that I call Gooey. This one is like a dreamy one, I guess. Like, it has a lot of bloom effect on it. I really like this one. I need to put the walls down. But yeah, I really like this one. And then I also have a girly one. I don't know why I called it girly. This one kind of reminds me of like Tumblr 2014. I don't know. But I have that one. And then I also have this other clear one, which I took off all the things that I had because I was showing you guys what reshade looks like, but I will show you guys that in the link below. But yeah, as I was saying, all of my reshade presets will be linked down in the description, so if you want to try out any of them, totally check that out. Okay, and another thing I want to show you guys is how to take pictures. So automatically it will be the print screen, but if you go into your settings and you scroll down to where it says screenshots, it will say the screenshot key. So I like to set mine to insert. All you have to do is press backspace and then click on whatever key you want it to be. So yeah, I have mine as insert, but I know a lot of people like the print screen and it will be automatically set to that. Then the next thing you want to look at is the screenshot path, which is where your screenshots are going to go. If you don't change this, it will automatically go into the same folder that you installed reshade into, which I don't like putting it there. I have a separate folder that I put all my pictures in. As you guys can see, it's in the public pictures folder, and it's really easy for me to access it. You can also make your own special folder, have it on your desktop, and let all your pictures go there. So it's really, really simple. So if you want to close reshade, I did not mean to do that. So you go ahead and go back to home and then press home, and yeah, you can look at your character and have the blur, and then let's take a picture, and it's just as simple as that. So also, you guys, I forgot to freaking mention this, but to uninstall reshade is the exact same way that you installed it. So you will have reshade, the setup thing that we downloaded. You'll go into that, do all that stuff that you did before, and you want to click the same executable that you installed it with, which is TS3, and then you click on that, and it will give you two options to either modify it or uninstall. You click uninstall and reshade's out of your game. I forgot to mention that just in case you're curious if you don't want to play with reshade anymore. That's how you uninstall it. Okay, since I went over all the in-game visual stuff, I'm gonna go into CAS and show you guys a couple things really quickly. I do have a longer CAS video on mods and CC that I use that I go way more in depth in. I'm not gonna go super in depth in this video. I'm just letting y'all know right now. So if you want a more in-depth guide on Create a Sim, totally I will have that video that I did linked in the description below, but I will briefly go over things. Okay, so now that we are in Create a Sim, the first thing I want to talk about is the standstill in cast mod. This actually isn't in my other video. I just downloaded this, so it just makes your sim stand still, and it helps if you're trying to make really in-depth pretty sims or whatever. Next thing that I want to talk about is the zoom in cast mod, which I also talked about in my last video. It just allows you to zoom in super close to your sim so you can get a lot of detail in there. I also have a pink cast background, which I talked about more in depth in my last video, but I will also have that linked in the description below. There's a whole bunch of background Create a Sim backgrounds that you can download. You don't have to get a pink one like me. Also, I have a lighting mod that I will talk about more in the other video that I will have linked in the description. But yeah, it just makes your sim brighter when you're in Create a Sim. So yeah, those are all the main things that I use. I also like to use default replacements. So I did, like I said, talk about this before, but I use default replacements. This is what they look like. I'm just showing you guys. They look very, very pretty, and yeah, this is what the darker, lighter, you know, skin tones look like. She's kind of in the middle, so yeah, I really like this. I also just discovered new custom skins, so as you guys can see, I have a lot. These are all by, I think, either I can't pronounce it, Ephemera skins, you know. I use all of their skins. I love them so much. They have a big like file of different skins to use, but I'm going to show you guys my favorite ones. But I will have that whole file linked in the description below. You guys can install them and see which ones you like, but I'm only going to show you guys my favorites, even though I have a bunch of them. So my favorite is this Reese color. I like the Reese default. This is the one I was using before. I love it so much. It just looks so nice, y'all. I love it. Another one I like, which I've been using the longest, is this Ephemera fresh skin, which looks like this. I use this one. There's like different versions of it, I guess. It doesn't say which versions, but I like to use the second one. I just think it looks the best. And then there's another one I like. I really like this Weak Asia default skin. I mean, I really love this to make Asian sims. But you know, she doesn't really look Asian, but I think she still looks really pretty like this. And I just love this Asian skin and the Reese skin. I also like the Chaos one, if I can find it. Where is that? I think it's this one. Yeah, I like this one. I like the default ones, but they do have like a yellow one, a red one, but I like the default one. I think it looks really good. But yeah, I definitely recommend you guys looking through all of them and picking out which ones you like I did. I like most of them, that's why I have so many. But yeah, I definitely recommend these. Definitely get replacement skins and also these custom skins, and I will have all that in the description below. Also, as you guys know, if you watch my other video, that I do use default skins, or not default skins, default eyes. Let me take off the custom eyes she has so I can show you guys, and then I'll show you guys the regular custom. So yeah, these are the default eyes. I have default replacement eye colors. So if you go into the eye section, we can just move this around and you guys can see what the different colors look like. So it definitely makes your eyes look better, your Sims eyes, but I mainly use custom content eyes. So if you go into the custom or costume makeup section for the makeup and you scroll down, you will find your custom eye. And I use these. I'm gonna have them linked in the description below, and I like to change the color. I love the way green looks. Like, it looks so pretty. Yeah, I use these. I just feel like they look really natural. And then blue also looks pretty good, like light blue. But all the colors look really pretty. I use that. And also, if I'm not using those, the ones I was using before, it was this one. I love these. They have a bunch of presets that are super pretty. If I can find them, I will link them, but it's been a minute, so I'm just warning y'all. But if I can find them, I will link them in the description below. But I love, love, love these eyes. So yeah, that's what I use on the eyes. We did eyes, skin, and now I can show you guys some default replacement hairstyles. So yeah, these are the default replacement hairstyles. I'm not gonna go through all of them because, you know, I have another video on that, but here are some of my favorites. I really love this one and this one and this one. So they just replace the EA hairstyles because a lot of them look funky. This one's really pretty. So yeah, it helps a lot, but I have another video that goes way more in depth about these, but definitely recommend getting default replacement hairs. And since we're in the hair section, I can show you guys some of my favorite just regular custom content hairstyles that I have recently got. I really love this hairstyle, which I'm waiting on the right sim to use it on. It is so freaking pretty, like what the heck. I also love this one a lot. This hairstyle is also very pretty, and these are all by the same creator, so I will have this creator linked in the description below. I love their hairstyles, and since we are still in the hair category, I will show you guys that I do have these like hair color presets installed in my game. It's just so that I have like different options because sometimes I'm not good at finding them. This one is probably my favorite, but they have a lot. I can't find, at the time that I'm recording this, I can't find where I got this from, but I did find other presets, so I will have those linked below. If you guys ever struggle finding like pretty hairstyle or hair colors, I definitely recommend getting one of these, but I love it. I love it. So yeah, that's all for the hair. Another thing I use is lashes, which I definitely recommend getting some lashes. So I don't use S Club lashes anymore. I know those are really popular, but for some reason they don't really work for me anymore. I haven't tried it out in like a year, but I kind of just moved on to these lashes, which I will try to find as well, and they will be in the accessories section. These are a little bit more dramatic, but I like them. They're very pretty in my opinion. I also have another one that's similar. Let me find it. Yes, these are a lot longer and dramatic as well, but I will also have S Club lashes. I just love these. I really do. I don't really care if they're dramatic. I think they're so pretty. So yeah, those are the lashes I use. And the very last thing I want to quickly go over is these mole and freckle presets. So she's wearing makeup, so let me take those off really quickly so you guys can see her face better. Okay, so yes, it just gives you guys more freckles and stuff like that. So I just really like having more options because there's only like 3 or 4, I don't even know. But yeah, I really appreciate these little details for your skin, and I just love it. I really do love it. So that is all for this video. If you find these tips helpful, please go ahead and leave a like, and go ahead and comment if you have any questions or concerns. I'll do my best to help you guys out. And with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will catch you all next time. Bye!